Today's Spotlight is brought to you in part by presenting sponsor, Busey Bank. Busey, your dream, our promise.
Welcome back to Spotlight. I'm your host, Jane Wernette. I'm joined now by Deb Rickett and Amy Sticalo of Sharing Connection. So welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Oh, always a pleasure, and it's a great time of year to be talking about sharing connections.
Sure is.
So, Deb, we'll start with you. Give us the background, the mission.
Well, I think, Sharing Connections is really the story of the difference one person can make when they just reach out to help one other person. And that's really how our organization started over 30 years ago when our founder, Leanne McGrath, heard about a neighbor in need who was having a baby and just kind of took up a collection of things that neighbors had that no longer needed that they could share with this person who needed it. So it's sort of the idea of connecting people who have things they don't need with people who need things they don't have.
I love that.
Yeah, and so our vision statement is, I think, the thing that always gets to me the most. Our vision statement is, tonight, everyone eats at a table and sleeps in a bed. And that really sums up what we try to do at Sharing Connections.
Yeah, I think it's so simple, yet so powerful, right?
Right, exactly.
And I think the other thing that I love about what you do, it's very into be recycling, but in so many ways that is what you're doing. You're bringing things around and giving them you're giving things a new life, but you're giving other people
new life
things
for
that
your
help.
Correct. That's exactly what we say. New life for your old furniture.
Yeah.
It's keeping it your sofa, your dining room table that's outdated maybe, or you don't need any longer. It's not going in a landfill. It's going to a family who needs it, and we'll come pick it up.
Yeah, I love that part about it.
Yeah.
I love that. So, Amy, talk a little bit about how you got involved in the organization and what you do there.
I got involved with the organization about 2 years ago. Started volunteering because I've been through the situation that a lot of these people that are going through right now. I was in a shelter with my children and needed a home, needed furniture. I heard of Sharing Connections, and that's it from there. And this is such a way for me to give back and to feel gratitude and give people hope. It really is.
That's amazing. It makes me all teary just even thinking about it, because what's so lovely about that is that you have truly felt the impact of the organization.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah.
I love what I do.
Yeah.
I love helping others and what they need. To think that we can give somebody pots and pans and dishes and silverware, a sofa, a lamp, beds.
Right.
Blankets, pillows.
Well, and I think particularly as you think about this community, it's very hard to imagine yourself without some of those things, but then you think about the children without some of those things, and it's very powerful. And it's so wonderful that you thought, you've been a recipient of those services, but are now taking those services forward to others. Kudos to you.
Thank you.
And we could not survive without her. Let me just say that. Amy runs our warehouse. And
that's a big job. I know that's a big job.
Yeah, she makes it sound all nice and fluffy. She does so much for the organization. We're really proud of her.
Yeah. Now talk a little bit about your warehouse, because I always find this is fascinating. You mentioned, Deb, that you pick stuff up. So walk us through that process.
So, if somebody hears this and I have a sofa, I'm redecorating, I don't need it any longer, they call us, or they can go on their website and set up a pickup. We usually can get out there within a week and get it. Everything that comes into our warehouse under Amy's supervision gets inspected and cleaned. We treat everything for any kind of insects, bed bugs, anything like that, and then really put out onto our floor where our guests, and we refer to those that we serve as our guests because that's how we want them to be treated.
Absolutely.
They come through and they're referred to us through a social service agency. So we know that the need is verified. And I do want to say, going back to your earlier point, that 51 to 55% of the clients, over 7,000 clients that we serve in a year, are from DuPage County.
Yeah.
And people just don't realize the need.
That's right. They don't.
Yeah.
I mean, and anything from your sofa to chairs to kitchen tables and chairs. to the pictures on your walls.
Yeah.
I mean, and knickknacks.
Yeah. It's the things that make it a home, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and I love that you refer to them as guests.
Isn't that
Amy,
nice?
talk about that. I mean, if you would feel comfortable sharing.
To be a guest there, it's moving. It really is, because to think that you're able to pick out your new sofa, and I do mean new. You know, we have corporate sponsors that donate to us weekly or monthly, and to get a brand new sofa or to get a gently used chair that looks brand new, I mean, it just makes the difference in the world.
Absolutely.
You know, oh my gosh, my kids are gonna love this.
Right.
We're getting beds, we're getting everything for our living room and our kitchen, and it really has brought a lot of people to tears, and joyful tears.
Sure. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I love it.
And having a choice.
Yes.
I think, as Amy pointed out, being able to choose something as simple as this sofa or that sofa.
Yes.
Because people in these situations don't have a lot of choices.
Right.
So we try to give them as much choice, and that's part of treating them as a guest.
Absolutely.
We try to give them as much choice as we can.
Well, that also provides some of that sense of normalcy, right? A little bit of
Exactly.
control, perhaps at a
Yeah.
time when you're not feeling a lot of control over other components of
Exactly.
your life, right?
You pick out your end table and your sofa, your chair, your lamps,
Yeah.
pictures,
Yeah.
knickknacks, you know, all the things that make it a home.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Now, what's your greatest need, Deb?
Well, we've been talking about sofas, and I would say sofas. You know, or dressers. Dressers are something that families seem to always hold on to.
Yeah,
So
right.
you don't get
Well,
a
they're
lot
great
of them.
storage things, right?
And
Yeah.
you know, your kids take them. I hate to say this, but you know, I told my husband we're giving our dressers to Sharing Connections because they're his parents' dressers. So we're
Yeah.
getting new dressers. So dressers, sofas.
Okay.
Yeah, any, you know, flatware, tableware, anything like that, we definitely can use.
Okay.
And we do have drop-off service.
So we
also.
don't have to wait. So, I mean, as much as that's a great service that you pick up, we could just
if you
come
have
by and...
smaller things, 9 to 3 every day
Okay.
of the week, weekdays, and then 9 to noon on Saturdays, you can just come up and drop it off.
That's wonderful. And where are you located? Remind me.
5111 Chase Avenue in Downers Grove, right across from the Belmont train station.
Okay, terrific.
Yeah.
Now, Amy, you're in that warehouse. What are some of the opportunities that people can have as far as volunteering with you?
They can volunteer everywhere because our whole thing is based on volunteers. So we can use people in the office. We can use the young retirees. They can work on our truck. You know, our truck goes out twice a week for pickups. You know, we need our people for our truck crew, people in our warehouse to inspect and make sure that everything is perfect for our guests, and client aids. Oh my goodness, to take people around and show them everything that we have and to help them pick out things. That is truly rewarding.
Yeah, I was just going to say, that's probably one of the best jobs you have.
I absolutely love what I do and everything about it.
You've got some special things happening over the holidays. Can you just say a quick
we're
word on that?
in the midst of our toy program. By the end of the day, by the end of this coming week, we will have served 1,600 children from DuPage County alone with toys. We're a Toys for Tots partner. We have toy drop-off locations all around. So you want to stop by and drop off a toy, it will go to a child in need. So we'll be providing a Christmas for children who otherwise wouldn't have it.
I love that. And I love the fact that you're partnering. We've had the Marine Toys for Tots on before, and it's a great program, and what a great connection for the both of you.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I wish you all the best. Thank you, Amy, for sharing your story. Deb, as always, great work that you're doing there at Sharing Connections.
Thank you.
If you would like to find out more about Sharing Connections, please go and visit their website. We're going to take a quick break, but stay tuned. We're coming right back with more Spotlight.